the trout in the towers, the wolf jumped the fish and they all ran away. The trout he flopped off without a another wolf of prey. Two weddings brought on by beheadings, and diving cooks to me. Two weddings brought on by beheadings, yet all is happily.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too. No one never lets the truth stand in the way of a good story. Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job. You're his squire, you idiot. Fetch him some wine.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it.
Onward to Casterly Rock! Aye! Death to the Lannisters! Aye! Iron from ice! Aye!
What's to be done with you? It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done. You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well. There must be something you want. A man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off. For now, keep this between us.
Can you give me a hand? Come on, make it up to you. These things are fucking heavy.
Go with Bowen.
Oh, you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick. You'd think he was the Lord the way he hands out orders. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much. This is a job for a pig farmer. No, we could be squires for life. Pulling wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time. Maybe if my uncle were cast on at House Forrester, I'd feel different. What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd. You've had too much wine. I am not carrying these by myself. Not a fucking chance. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? Just don't need a fucking run. Not gonna die of thirst. This thing is fucking heavy, and you're not making this any easier.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
I saw him fall. Seven hells.
We run, and they'll hunt us down like dogs. You have to go.
You're welcome to the fucking torch.
You must go. Tell no one but him. Do you understand?
You must swear.
Tell only your Uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
Hey, it's those
Now
foresters.
go. On your honor.
Father, I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs. A chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter. You didn't just find it, which means you must have stolen it. I'll have that sword, boy. alive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders. Thank you.
Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way. We can't very well let the Whitehills walk all over us. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft. I imagine I'd be pretty good with a sword. Sorry, sometimes my curiosity gets the better of me. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall. No doubt he's tired, my lady. He said Lord Forrester was valiant to the end.
And what of Roderick? He was with you as well.
I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Roderick will certainly be missed. He was House Forrester's best.
Was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family. Perhaps the opportunity never presented itself.
We killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land. You can't fault the boy for defending himself.
I don't. But they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument we cannot win.
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week. And what would you have us do? Nothing. I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders. Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls.
Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed. So what's to be done?
I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough. Where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable. I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house. I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch. In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it? If there's something you need to tell me, then say it.
Lord Forrester wanted me to tell you. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth. I can only hope Lord Forrester wasn't wrong to put his trust in you. Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house. We will see each other again.
Be safe.